but nothing like my favorite part about being in the media. It was doing different events like the Sting, the Clarendon Music Festival, the Boston Festival, and everything. It was one of the sweetest things because persons were saying, "Oh, but you're Christian, how you do them something?"
What up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Next Friday. Now, this week, our special guest, we're joined by Antoinette Chase. Antoinette, welcome to Next Friday.
Well, go on. What a good.
Yeah,
What's up next Friday?
It's all good, Antoinette. How things over there in Canada, though?
Boy, I want to tell you, I can't complain. Cannot complain. It's good. Life is good. Life is good at this point.
Yeah, what's the climate like though? Is it cold, sunny? What I get? Mix?
Let me tell you something. This is Canada, eh?
Yeah.
Today you have such a nice weather. Look outside and it's nice and cool, just the way how you'd like it. Short season. And by the time you go outside, you're asking for, where's the sweater? Or what is happening? So, and somebody tells you, yo, you're changed just like the Canada season or the Canada weather. You know exactly what they're talking about. It's unpredictable. But no, it's good. It's good. It's still sunny out, so that's good.
Great. So, Antoinette, I mean, look here, man. You have a long list of titles, you know. And viewers, for those of you who don't know Antoinette, let me try give you a piece of what she or some of her titles.
Oh God.
I mean, in no specific order, she's a mother, wife, entrepreneur, producer, presenter, motivational speaker, or well, you do motivational brand elevation. So you do all them motivational talks and promote brands and uplift.
Yeah.
and of course, she's an author. Her book, it's right in the background here, Planted but Needed Water. No, Antoinette. Before we jump into the book though, the possible bestseller, next bestseller.
Hey! I love it.
We're speaking it into being, you know.
That's right. After all.
Yeah. So before we jump into the book though,
yeah,
I know you're in media back in Jamaica before you migrated. Tell us a little about, you know, what that was like, what your career was like back in Jamaica before making the move to Canada.
Boy, I tell you, it was good because I went into media directly after high school.
High school?
Yeah, man, I went to Stats. I went to Stats and I was living at Walton Park Road, right at Mandela Terrace there. And mommy said, well, you finished school now, I know. So you have to go find something and do and whatever the case is. So we've been sending out job application and everything, but nothing surfaced just yet. But Roots FM was just down the road from us because we're at Walton Park Road and Roots FM is at Mustard Seed, right at 3 miles.
Right.
So we just got through the gully and go down. At the time, Tony Young was there. So he was my mentor, my first mentor, the late Tony Young. And went there and I said, Tony, well, fresh off the blocks, you know, what are you doing? And Tony said, what can you do? and I just said, I don't know what I can do, but I think I can do all things through Christ. And he's like, no, I love it. And it was then and there he mentored me. He mentored me at Roots FM. We started and I met Kirk Wright. Kirk Wright is now at, you probably know Kirk Wright at TVJ.
Yeah.
So we started right there. We were in the news department. Then they start sending me on the street to get a report. And then from there, they were like, okay, but you can do more than that, man. So they dashed me on the ear at one point and said, okay, try engineer your own program. Then I started this own youth program. Then it was more than that. Tony said, no, man, you can do more. And I realized that he started sending me out to do outside broadcasts. And I'm like, damn, I love this, man.
Talk about throwing you off in the deep end.
Yeah, that's just how he rolled, right? He just saw something inside of you and he said, okay, you know what? You have potential to do this. Okay, I'm going to groom you.
Right.
And that's how, and I think what Tony Young did, he fixed me. And this was from I was about 17. And I was doing different things. And the rest was history. The rest was history from there. Moved on from Roots FM. In fact, I was still at Roots FM, even to when I started working with the bank. Was there, then between Roots FM to CVM, then back on there, here and there. Because, back home in journalism, it's like a popularity contest. And it's anywhere you can go, anywhere the food there, that's where you pretty much have to go. Yeah. And right, for me, I was hungry in all areas, So it's between journalism and CVM. And then at one point they were like, okay, but it's a conflict of interest. I said, no, because how it would be a conflict of interest? I'm doing RJR Road Tour. That's just a piece of the project, right? It's not like I'm fully employed there. And then when the Olympics comes on, I'm at CVM doing something different. But I said, but I can't keep up with you. Where's your face? But it was an amazing thing. But nothing like my favorite part about being in the media. It was doing different events like the Sting, the Clarendon Music Festival, the Boston Festival, and everything. It was one of the sweetest things because persons were saying, oh, but you're Christian, how you do them something? I don't do nothing wrong. Me just somebody addressed me. Yeah, somebody addressed me. I'm putting on some clothes and make up on stage, go call up some people.
Yeah.
Come on, getting money. What made it wrong? So it was fun. It was good. It was really good.
And, as you mentioned, that Christian part of things, though, Antoinette, because I know journalists in entertainment in particular who had to leave entertainment, ask for a transfer from entertainment to news desk because they became a Christian and they I guess, I don't know if it's their own conviction or the church or their pastor or their advisors or elders saying, listen, you can't do that and you can't be in the entertainment world and be in the church. But what you said to something like that, though?
Yeah, it's a combination of everything, but it's all worked down to be the type of person that you are. Take, for example, Winston Bell. Right. We work together on several projects. He has been acting. He has been doing comedian for years. And bless up Bello, he has been doing comedy for years. And he's a pastor.
Right.
He's a pastor. At some point, he decided that, you know what? I think I'm going to go on to full-time ministry. But this is my thing. My ministry does not, set me to a particular place to say, you know what, I'm going to just stay inside of the church and this is where I am going to minister. Every Sunday when you come in, that's how I'm going to witness to you that there's a God. No, based on how things are going right now, you must be able to diversify, spread certain things. Right. There's sometimes some people that you want to reach, you won't be able to reach them unless you decide to make a move to go to them. You understand? I always say this quote, I see God in everything. I've had situation where Sister will tell you, I'll witness to him backstage after me call him up and say, yo, so what going? Church Sunday? Cool na princess. But that's just how it is. at the end of the day, what I am doing, if I'm not doing anything that is deemed ungodly in my eyes, I'm good with that. I am good with that. And it's all well down to the type of person that you are and if you're comfortable with it. I know you have to have a relationship with God for yourself in order to determine what type of Christian that you are. It's just like you, honey. You understand? You are married. I am married as well. We're good friends. You understand? We know that we are able to have certain conversation without crossing the line. Because at the end of the day, you have to go home to wife and you have to go home to hubby. And we don't know, so we don't go do certain things. Even though we don't want to do certain things, we can't do certain things because it knows that certain things can't happen because of certain things. Yeah. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But that's just the reality of it. Once you have a relationship with God yourself and you have your own standard and you set your own thing in place, then you're good.
Okay. Well said. But tell me though, Antoinette, in terms of the transition now.
Yeah.
First of all, what made you just get up one day and decide to say, boy, Canada do it?
Boy, I tell you, say, I'm coming out of I was coming out of a relationship in my first marriage, and I said, it's okay. The plan initially was that we were going through such a rough time, and I was saying that, baby, let's start over. Right. Things happen, people screw up and whatever. Why not go somewhere else and start fresh? Fresh start. And at the end of the day, and when I was doing the research and everything, I have nobody in Canada, which is perfect. I know nobody here, which is perfect. Me don't want nobody to know me sometimes when me make a move. I just want to make a move without anybody saying, yo, Antoinette, your voice sounds familiar. I can't bother with it. Sometimes you just want to go somewhere and you just want to do something. So Canada was ideal based on the structure that was in place for family, for young people who wanted to start over, to raise a family or to study. That was ideal. My ex and I, we were young. We were ready to start a family and everything. And the best part about it, nobody didn't know me. So so Canada was ideal to actually jumpstart to come. So that's pretty much the reason why I decided that Canada was the way to go. But I had to make a decision based on what was happening on me personally. And it's all in my book. And I know I don't want to go into it too much because you draw the information from me.
Listen, look here, right now, since you raised the book, Antoinette, just tell our viewers where them can find the book. We're going to have everything in the description after the show, but tell them now where them can find the book right now.
Okay, so the book, Planted But Needed Water, it is available on Amazon. It's on Amazon. You'll be able to get the paperback from Amazon. You can also get the Kindle version. So if you're one of those persons who want to read things on your device, right, you'll be able to get it. And it's Amazon paperback is also available. Also in the Jamaican library and coming soon to Sangsters, hopefully. Fingers, toes, nose, and everything crossed. It will be in Sangsters. But for now, it is available on all platforms in terms of Amazon. Wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to do it. Just type in Planted But Needed Water and you'll be able to get it.
All right. And of course, we don't want to tell them too much of wine of the book, but your basic promotional explanation, synopsis of the book, what you use to promote now. You can, tell our viewers what they can expect. A little of what they can expect.
Let me just give you the naked truth. No pun intended. Hence the reason why I'm on it, naked. Okay. Right? So
naked or half naked?
You have to look good and see. If you turn it a certain way, you'll see how naked I am.
She turn off all of the light, them people. All right, when you get the book, you can examine that for yourself.
Yes. All right, so Planted But Needed Water. Oh God. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be a book. It was just my diary.
Okay.
With if you are one of those persons who keep journals, you know that certain things you just don't leave out. Whatever happened, and you just put it down. And for me, that Planted But Needed Water is my documented journal. It was therapy for me when I was going through the roughest part of my life, the struggles before the success, before I was able to say, okay, you know what? I can keep my head above water. That's what it is. It pretty much talks about my journey from a child coming up to moving to Canada here. Just to touch on Canada, most persons are of the impression that, okay, when you're gone to a foreign country or when you migrate to a foreign country, that, everything are going for you. Yeah. Everything are going for you. That's where the money is and blah, 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 XYZ. But it is the total opposite. When I came here was one of the roughest period ever. Separate and apart from the weather condition that I had to deal with, that I pretty much knew nothing about. Yeah. I had an idea of what it was, but coming here is a total different. I got quotes. Let me tell you something, Teino. When I was coming up, right? Because I had a good job and I was okay, right? I brought warm clothes.
Right.
I came up in the heart of the winter. I bought warm clothes to say, yeah, man, me good, man. Me I go Canada and me things set. And when me tell you, say, when I touch my so-called warm clothes was spring, a sweater in a Mandeville condition, and not knowing where to go, not having the resources to go. Because this was the thing, I decided that I was going to come here and I needed a certain amount of money to come here. I showed on paper that I have that amount of money to get here, but the reality of the reality is when I get here, me not have it.
Yeah.
Me not have it. I didn't have it. So at one point I was homeless.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
But you don't know anybody in Canada, so.
Yeah, man. Me come and me have a place where me could stay and everything. But the condition of the place is not what I'm accustomed to. Right. I rented a 1-bedroom apartment, which I shared with some persons, and it was a gambling house. Oh. So you have men come in and out. You understand? And poor me with my little virgin self. Can I say that? I can't say that. Don't. So just imagine me as a Christian not knowing certain things. It was there. You understand? This was where I came to find out what is safety shoes. I don't know what safety shoes is. You have a girlfriend coming from the bank in her heels and stocking, tight skirt and pantsuit. All these things end up in a factory. Sometimes I work till all parts of my body have corn just so that I can eat.
Right.
Back home, we don't know them things there. And I say go. But here, this is where you have to do, because you don't have anybody that you can call, or you don't have anybody who is able to direct you in certain places to say, okay, say as a student, you can get this. And Canada is so, what would I say now, restricted or so disciplined in such a way that if you don't have certain papers, it don't make no sense you make a move, because you cannot make a move.
No access.
No access. You don't have no access to nothing. Come on. That's how it is. It's not, you can't say, okay, I know that person, they know that person, so I have a link. They don't deal with links here.
Well, that's why seminar left jam down.
I tell you soon.
No, man, I will visit. But no, man, I have my links step star.
You have to have the links, but you have to make sure that the links are connected and stay connected.
True.
Having the links is the one, because they can be all over the place. But if they're not connected a certain way, you're still not going to be hungry.
You have a point.
You're still going to be hungry. But just to go back to the book again, it's pretty much talk about these struggles. The struggles, the going to actually reach the point where I wanted to go. Because even though there was such a difficult time, suicidal thought, me being on the building, I say, I'm going to just I can't bother with this. It's a waste of time. And the thing is that I cannot go back to Jamaica. Why I can't go back to Jamaica now? Because there's so many persons at home dependent on me. Being the oldest one from the family, mommy said, yes, somebody out of the family finally get a bus. The first one for go university, the first one for take a plane. So, so the pressure escalate.
How many siblings you have?
It's 5 of us. It's 5 of us, right? And everything. So while my day here, same way, I struggle still because I can't, because I'm still going to school. I'm an international student and I can't give up that status, right? I have to stay as an international student in the event that I need to move on to become a citizen. So me go to school, me I work, me $200 a week. I me have to spend out and me have to find the rent out of it, find food for eat, and send back a $50 go give mommy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have to send back a $50 go give mommy and everything for make sure say everything good. But through all of that, I still managed to stay planted because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal was to be at a position where instead of being that seed, I want to be that tree where persons are able to come and get fruits from me, or I may be able to create some form of petal that in the event things can fall off me and somebody else can grow. So that was the intention. That was the intention. So pretty much that's what just a synopsis of what the book is. Just a synopsis, my documented testimony, everything.
Yes. And what a testimony that is, Antoinette.
But boy, I tell you, Teino, it has been a journey, but God has been good. God has been good. God has been good. And persons often ask if I have any regrets or if I would change anything. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why? Because I realize that when my back is against the wall, boy, that's when my beast mode come out. Yeah. Stronger than me, you can't find. I don't think it's just me. It's anybody. Once you have the intention to say, okay, you know what? This is what I want to do, regardless of whatever is happening.
Right.
You can do it with little or no resources. I was in school. I didn't even know let me tell you where my Jamaican hustling skill comes in. Right. So I had a wholesale right in front of Roots FM, right? I had a chemical wholesale right there. And what I used to do when I was leaving the bank, going to university at Papine, take off the uniform, take it off, stocking heels and all of that, put on my yard clothes, and my pickup bottle all the way down 2-3 miles. Yeah, we used to have friends. Don't laugh. I want to tell you, say that business, my wholesale business, right there, the chemical with them little chubby bottle or Pepsi bottle. Right. Those were bringing in more revenue than my monthly parties that I was keeping at Cargill. So I had a monthly party at Cargill Avenue, 3 Cargill Avenue. Every month we have food, entertainers pass through. We have car show, you name it, everything that was going on still. But that little wholesale with the little thing and the little buckle them are coming right in at the ghetto. That's where I used to see, that's where you take money come from. Mm-hmm. That's where my mortgage come from. Understand? That's how my brothers were able to go to school. That's how my sister went to EXED. So all of this was happening. So fast forward now to Canada. When at one point, I can't find the money for the rent, my stuff, them still the other place because we're not moving. Where am I going to go? Where am I going?
You stay planted, no more.
Where am I going to go? Yeah. So you know what your girl did? Your girl decided that she was going to go to the gym. We have 24-hour fitness here. And I took out a membership and I decided that gym 24 hours. That's some of that. Honey, I when me now work out me at the gym. I start walk with my bag with stuff. Me leave from there and go to church. Me leave from there and go to school. Me studying there because guess what? What I love about this country is the level of diversity and inclusion. They won't question you and say, "Oh, why are you in the gym so often?"
I was just about to ask if anybody never noticed say I have a little bag well packed. a pivot every day from the gym.
No, you can't. No, they can't do that. They won't question you and ask you that. There's no loitering or anything to say, oh, you can't loiter here. No, you can't tell me that. I'm a membership. Bam! My membership card is here. I'm at the gym. I'm entitled to be here as long as I want.
So hold on there. So you're in the gym and you're not working out.
You not hear me? No. Me not work out. Occasionally, me go in the female washroom, take off the top and dash some water for me and make me look sweaty. Yes, but another go on. Another go on. And guess what? Where the gym was, there was a dollar store below it. And I realized that, so this is where the brain comes in now, right? Business management, production and operations management come in, right? Just now. Listen, so in the gym, these persons, especially these women here, they're fascinated with how they look and whatever the case is. So immediately my innovation skill steps in. So I went to the dollar store and I buy some Jamaican and some Rasta color. May have the locks. So Rasta color rubber band and all different kind of stuff. And I said, hey, I did my business card, my big hairstylist. I want to tell you. And that is where my first my first business started, right in the gym right there. I do some hair. Mm-hmm. I do some hair and I collect cash. Put some big plot in some long pretty hair, $20, $15. And I right there say, you cannot tell me something of the downtown and do my thing.
Exactly.
You can't tell me something of the downtown down here. Oh, Antoinette, when are you coming back? I'm here every day.
Right.
We're open 24 hours. Once I don't have school, that's where my contacts start increasing. So tell you have to put yourself in some position sometimes in order to get to where you really want to go here. And I tell you, I started doing hair there. And this lady came. I remember one time this lady came. She was from Trinidad. And she said, but I say you can't roll. So I said, what you mean? Them time that me are putting some big platinum and nobody can tell me, say, I don't have this, because I was motivated, whether or not I can platter or not. I said, tell me how you want it, because in Jamaica, we do different style. Me start call it the Bob Marley twist.
Yeah, man. Still a name features and sell it. Market it.
I tell you, it worked. It worked for years. That's what helped me to pay my rent, help me with my school fee. And trust me, it was one of the I'm telling you, sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, actually, you are crazy. And it's a good thing too that I am here, because nobody know me. So I can't do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
Even take my picture and whatever the case is, I can always deny it and say, oh, no, stop. Because you know how we Jamaicans, we tend to be hyped sometimes. Right. We hype, but you don't want people to see you doing certain things. Mm. But let me tell you something I have, and it's one of the quote that I have. Sometimes you just have to develop that I don't give a crap attitude, because at the end of the day, you know what you want.
You have to go get it.
And you have to go get it. I always say that once I am not selling myself, I'm good. I don't give a crap. I have letters behind my name, but at the end of the day, if you don't do something, those letters make no sense.
Right.
No sense. So that was part of it. And I want to tell you, so even when I went back to the apartment, remember I told you that it was a gambling house, right? So you have men coming and different, so you have different currencies and whatever the case is. So with that money, yeah, man, it's a business that. So with that money that I was getting from the gym, I was able to start buy fish, I buy chicken, and I go home, I buy the plate and the box them, and I cook. Because the man them come at the place and they're always ordering out. So I can cook.
Yeah.
I can cook. You understand? When I get wife just so. Anyhow, I'm just saying we can cook. So I turn my hand, make fashion, and I start selling them my food. What you want? If you want fish, you have to pay $15. You want chicken, you pay $10. And I want to tell you, sometimes it's not the big whack of the money, it's just a little that adds up. Mm-hmm. It's a little that adds up. And through those different business ideas that I was able, and that's where the success comes in. That's the journey. Get into it. Seeing the little before you can actually see something huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is making sense to anybody out there, anybody at all.
Sure,
but sometimes you have in accounts or in the bank, they're always talking about starting capital. If you want a business, you have to make sure so you have your capital down before that so you can break even or whatever the case is. Sometimes the starting capital is really you.
Yeah.
It's really you. For example, to start next Friday, if you're going to say, okay, boy, I need some money, I need a camera, a good camera, and I need an audience, or I need whatever. Yeah, you're going to need. But sometimes you just have to go with what you have.
Yeah, man.
You have to go with what you have. And until as people, as young people, we decide that, you know what, instead of waiting on Teino to give me a financial push or to literally get himself up and push me, I'm just going to make the move. Until you decide to invest in yourself like that, then you'll forever be just planted.
Boy, Antoinette. So hold on and know, Antoinette. So you pretty much do a whole heap of hustling or side hustle and business. How long have you been in Canada?
No. So November coming will be 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. Yeah.
So you said that is a journey. So I am going to assume now that we actually almost we're more than halfway up the hill. You're more than halfway up the hill. and you actually can see the light at the end of the tunnel. When would you know that success has come?
When you know that success is actually here is when you overcome whatever struggle that you had.
Right.
So success is deemed differently to everybody. Okay. And for me, success is not having a bunch of money or whatever the case is. Success to me is to be able to move from point A to point B. You wanted to get to point B, and now you're at point B or C, that is success because you're no longer at point A. So just to give you, just to keep it this simple, when I came here, I had nothing including no family, no support system. And this is just a part of my success. Right now, I'm married and I have a beautiful daughter.
Great.
Right? Great. So even coming here, not having anything, to having a beautiful daughter, it's a success right there. Now I have a support system. Coming here, I never had any. That is success to me. You understand? Not knowing if I'll be able to eat at one point, and now deciding, oh, you're not going to make me cry on this thing. No, I am able.
I'm sensing it.
No, I am able to decide whether or not I want to eat.
Right.
Or that is success to me. Being able to move my family from out of a 1-bedroom board house, dilapidated board house, to an 8-bedroom house out of nothing, without even having citizenship or having a stable job.
Right.
That is success to me.
Definitely.
That is success to me. Being able to move how I want to move without restriction. That is success to me. So not because I am not the bestseller or I probably don't have enough figures in my account like Teino, that doesn't mean
is that
that doesn't mean that I am not successful.
That's a real journey.
It is, and it don't stop. It don't stop because, some of us, we're just walking around sometimes like a headless chicken. And my intention at all times is to constantly innovate myself. That's it. Because sometimes we have some hidden talents that we don't even know that's there.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to try different things. Don't keep yourself in the box. Yes. To say, okay. It's just like, okay, you went to university for certain things. You have qualification for certain things and whatever. But you have to be so much, you have to be different. You have to be a seed in such a sense that wherever they put you in whatever condition, if you put me in a pan with dirt, me gonna grow. If you put me with some stone, me I go grow. If you put me down and I put the manure next to me, me I go grow. You have to be. And I don't know if that make any sense, but that's just how I am. Whatever condition that I find myself in, I want to be able to grow. Don't restrict me. Don't try to restrict my movement. Don't allow anybody to restrict you. No, but don't allow anybody to say, Teino, you can only stick to YouTube. No, man, you're going international. You are international right now. Did I tell you how much you are international? You know how much I respect you, boss? You know how much I respect you? You have no idea how much I respect you. Yeah, it's too late for you to be in book 2, so you'll probably be in book 3. Right?
Know, and you jumped the gun for me. I tell you, say, with all this journey, you have to have a book 2. No, you tell me there's actually going to be a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, there is definitely a book 2 coming out. Should be out before the end of the year. That's definitely coming out. The plan, COVID mashed up everything. 2019 was designated for the film that I was doing, Stay Planted film. Yeah, Stay Planted. So it was supposed to be a film production. And pretty much it is something that is still in the pipeline. We're still working on it. Hopefully, Teino and I will collaborate on some more projects as well, because may I tell you, this guy have brains, not only looks, right? So it is something that we're definitely working on.
Fly me up to Canada. Me starring on one of the film them.
You want me to talk about? Anything possible, yeah? Put it out in the universe.
True.
Anything possible.
You know you have my support.
100%. Good people are good people, And you have one of the most amazing energy there is. And me pick and choose my circle them very good, eh? Yeah, me not deal with certain energy and certain vibes if me not deal with the type of people them where if them no push me or vice versa or available to be pushed, right. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You understand? I can't deal with the stagnant people them, and you are one of them one day. So and what I get from you, the type of energy that I get from you, Teino, is that you're one of those guys that will say, you know what, even you push people. And even for whatever reason, if you're not able to push yourself, you say, all right, me I come, man, slowly but surely. Me not gonna drag you back down with me now. Me still up there and cheer you, but me I come, but don't wait on me. You're that type of person. I respect those persons. You're not one of them persons who says, oh, Antoinette, I can't see you again. You know, come back for me. No, you can't.
Real thing, man. Real thing.
So don't worry yourself. Projects, hell yes. We're in it, darling. We're in it.
For real. For persons who the struggle, they might fight to make it in a life. They want to reach somewhere. They want to make something of themselves. Give them a word.
Oh my God. For persons who are listening,
or watching,
I only have 2 words for you. Stay planted. That's it. Stay planted, regardless of whatever is happening around you. Let me tell you something. You don't get to success unless you fight. If it is too easy, something wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong. You have to go through some level, some form of journey, even if it's a minor hiccup. Don't use the little struggles or the little setback as an avenue to say, you know what, I can't bother, or that's it for me. No, use that to fuel you. Use that to motivate you. Use that to inspire you. Use that to push you. Every single stress, every single hard time, every single you're not going anywhere, every single why are you doing this? You're a waste of time. Every single, but you don't have the money. Every single, seriously, that don't even make sense. Every single negative energy, use that as manure. That's just it. At the end of the day, let me tell you, some persons rely on, for example, having a game, people rely on the crowd in the audience to motivate them and push them to say, oh yes, them are going to score or whatever the case is. But sometimes all you got is yourself. So be your biggest cheerleader. Be your own boss. You got this.
Well, what a beautiful way, an appropriate way to end the show, Antoinette. Antoinette, before I tell you respect and thank you again, just remind viewers of your socials, where them can find you, where them can follow you. Of course, everything will be in the description, guys, but Antoinette, we're telling again where you can find her on our socials and where you can get the book, Planted But Needed Water.
Thank you so much, Tina. Planted But Needed Water, again, it's a must-have. It's a documented testimony. Use it to inspire yourself, all right? Because sometimes when you think that you're going through a rough time, people out there are going through worse than you. So trust me, you will be inspired by this. You can follow me on Instagram at AntoinetteChase.k. Send me an email from time to time or message me if you're on my Instagram page. I have no problems responding to you, AntoinetteChase.k. And I'm also on Facebook at Antoinette Chase. Facebook. That's just it. Again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you. The ones them who throw dirt for me, thank you. The one them who just left me hanging, I thank you same way. So we just want to thank everybody for there, because so at the end of the day, support is support. And bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Yeah, man. So peeps, there you have it. Another exciting episode of Next Friday. Antoinette, we thank you for being with us this week. And we will stay planted. And we're looking for those bestsellers, part 2, part 3, and the film. Yeah, man. So
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So peeps, remember to subscribe, share, click the notification bell, because next Friday, every Friday, we out.